Lazy exercise, weight loss versus muscle building. Something that I noticed in the fitness community, unfortunately, that I see a lot of is people trying to make fat loss and muscle building more complicated than it really has to be. Just like how some people try to make it seem like it'll take forever to lose weight or it'll take forever to gain muscles, when all in reality that's not true. The real truth is that weight loss, the more you do, the faster the results you're gonna get. Right? The more calories out you do, the faster you'll you know lose the weight. As long as you make sure you lose more, you take out more calories out of your body than you put in, you'll lose weight faster, right? So more is more when it comes to fat loss. When it comes to muscle building, more isn't more, like as in more exercising, more lifting, more time in the gym does not equal more results. What equals more results? It's more recovery. The faster you recover, the faster you can do the process over again, right? Because when you go to the gym, it's not to get stronger, it's to get weaker on purpose, so that way your body's like, all right, we need to get stronger, and it gets stronger when you're resting. So you get stronger in between your workouts, right? The days you worked out, not during the day you're working out. You actually get weaker when you work out. You get stronger when you're not working out, when you're resting. So you exercise to trigger your body ability to build, bigger muscles. Now, something you need to understand is that your muscle fibers, they heal faster than your bones. Your bones heal faster than your ligaments, and your ligaments heal faster than well, we'll stop there, um, because basically the three main things you got to focus on is muscle fiber, bone, and ligaments, right? So muscles, bone, ligaments. Those are the three things you got to focus on mainly when it comes to your body. The thing after the whole ligament thing was your nervous system. That's what I meant to say. Your nervous system. So that's what, because it takes a while for neural muscular adaptation and all this other fancy stuff that your body does. But the main thing that we need to mainly focus on, because it's that stuff you can influence, right, is your muscles, right, muscle fibers by eating protein, your bone, calcium, right, and your ligaments, stuff like potassium and magnesium, which you can get from bananas, for example, will help you with your ligaments. And there's other stuff. Because the thing about ligaments, it's I forgot what it's called, the cartilage. No, that's not what I'm trying. Damn, it starts with a C. It's I forget what it's called, but it's something that even your skin has. So anyway, the main point is this: is that people gotta stop trying to complicate things, trying to make fat loss impossible. Because the amount of people that try to argue with me, this guy try to argue with me about like height and weight and gender and all this extra stuff, affects your weight loss. So it's just a bunch of cope, a bunch of bullshit. It's like, no, the more calories you use, the faster you lose weight. It's calories in, calories out. The problem with a lot of people is that their main focus is the calories in parts. They'll be like, oh, I eat 1,000 calories a day and I'm not losing weight. It's like, then that means you're being extra lazy. Because I doubt you're running a marathon. I doubt you're on an exercise bike. I doubt you're swimming for like 3 hours. I doubt you're being very active. That eating 1,000 calories a day is causing you to not lose weight. If you're truly, truly, truly eating 1,000 calories a day and not losing weight, then that means you're burning less than 1,000 calories a day, which is why you're not losing anything. But then you have to look: are you gaining any weight? No. Then that means you're maintaining. That means you eat 1,000 calories, you burn 1,000 calories. So nothing's happening because you're not burning more calories. You're not consuming less calories. So you're 50-50. So you're doing nothing. So you really need to up. Because I don't recommend lowering your calorie intake. I will obviously recommend to increase your calories outtake, right? Your calories out part. So exercise. I even have people try to argue with me about not exercising. Oh, I lost 26 pounds. I didn't even exercise. It's like, okay, good for you losing weight and not exercising. But in reality, you did exercise because you have a job and you worked and you walked and you did physical activity. And sometimes they even admit, oh yeah, I walk a lot. Yeah, that's exercise. Just because you don't go to the gym and use a squat machine or a Smith machine or hip thrust, just because you don't go to the gym does not mean you're not exercising. Being alive, walking, swimming, working at your job, doing any physical activity, anytime you move your body, you are exercising. Exercise is just more of a deliberate thing where it's like, oh, let me lift some weights, let me get on a treadmill so I can physically do something just to burn calories. But you can burn calories just walking. You can burn calories swimming. You can burn calories, working your job, carrying things. Like cleaning your house is exercise. So the point is like move more, eat less, right? eat less calories, not less food, less calories, and move more, move your body more, so you can burn more calories because it's all about getting rid of as much calories. The reason you're big is because you have a lot of calories in your body. So focusing on like just how much calories you put in is ignorant because it's like you lose weight from calories out, not from calories in. What you put into your body does not cause you to lose weight. It's not like you know, eat a carrot and you lose 8 ounces of fat or something. Like no, it doesn't work that way. We wish, but it doesn't work that way. You got to actually literally use the calories. So you have to, and the calories are specifically for powering your muscles and other biological functions, right? Digestion and stuff like that. Your heartbeat. That's why just being alive, you're going to burn calories. You're going to burn like between 1,000 to 1,500 calories a day. So within 24 hours, you're going to burn 1,000 plus calories just by being alive. For 24 hours, you're going to burn over 1,000 calories. The thing is, you need to do more than that. You need to do stuff that burns another 500, another 1,000 calories. That way, it adds up to 2,000 plus calories. And as long as you eat less than 2,000 calories, you're going to be losing weight because you're burning more calories than you eat. Your body has to get the calories from somewhere. You're not putting 2,000 calories into your body. You're only putting 1,500, but you're burning 2,000 calories. You're taking out 2,000 calories. Your body has to get that extra 500 from somewhere, and you wanted to take it out of your fat. That's simple. Calories out, then calories in. It's muscle building. As long as you're consistent, right? You're adding weight each week, at least 5 pounds. You should be getting stronger. And by getting stronger, you're getting bigger, right? And that's the main way you measure if the time you spend in the gym is giving you, is getting you results, is that you're getting stronger. Once you start noticing that you're not getting stronger, then you need to look at what you're doing. It's like, something's wrong. I'm not getting stronger. I should be stronger. I should be 5 pounds stronger this week, but I'm not. What's the problem, right? What's going on? Right, so you might have to lower the weight by 2 to 3 pounds, and then proceed to try to do your workout because something happened in your last workout and recovery, and possibly you didn't sleep enough, you didn't eat enough protein. So there's factors that can contribute to why you didn't get 5 pounds stronger, right? But you want to keep progressing, so lower the weight a little bit and then just continue. As long as you understand, like, you got to a point where you didn't get stronger, all right, well then you gotta pull back a little bit because you want to keep trying to add more weight. You want to pull back a little bit and then go from there, right? So you got to take 2 steps back in order to move 1 step forward, as they say. So it's just one of the things I've been noticing, and I really don't like that a lot of the fitness influencers try to make, or just people in general, not just influencers, but even people in the comment section will try to argue with me just so they can say that like things are more difficult than it was, or working hard. And it's like, even people trying to debate. I just saw a video of somebody trying to debate versus science-based lifters versus bro science, basically, or just people who lift weights without science. And it's like, what? That's stupid. It's like lifting weights is lifting weights, right? You lift weights heavy enough that it has an effect on you, or light weights for for repetitive for multiple sets, you will get a similar result. You'll stretch the muscles, you'll create some micro tears, and those will get repaired first. The micro tears, then the stretching of the muscles, recompress stronger, harder, and your body, your nervous system will adapt, right? Neuromuscular adaptation, and you'll be stronger, and your body will be able to produce more force, so you can lift more weights the next time, right? That's the idea, is to keep getting stronger, and that will help you get bigger. But a lot of people try to make it more complicated to the point where there's some people that want to do gear to try to get results because people try to make, fitness harder, and that's unfortunate. People try to make fitness harder, so then they can sell you protein and programs and all this other stuff. There's people out there that, they're trying to make money. There's people out there trying to make money, a little bit legitimately, like they have good intentions. They want to help people and make a little bit of money while helping people, and that's fine and all. Those are not the people that I'm really referring to. The ones I'm referring to are the ones who are really out here trying to convince you that you need creatine, you need protein, and you need a lot of protein. So you definitely got to buy protein from them and get a discount code and all this other stuff. And then you have to eat specific food. You have to eat broccoli and rice and chicken and this and that. You got to eat stuff with no flavor. And since it has no flavor, but you want flavor, I made these special low calorie or 0 calorie sauces you can buy. You see what I'm going on with this? You see the pattern there, where it's like they're telling you to do something, and that something's going to be not so great after a while, and they're like, here's something you can do to that I'm selling that can make it so great. It's like, so you created a problem because you're the one that's giving advice that I should be eating broccoli and rice and chicken without seasoning to get gains and to get the results that I want. But then suddenly now it's like you're trying to sell me a way to make the stuff taste good. But I look at somebody else, and somebody else is not doing any of that, and they're getting results either way. It's like, that person is eating Popeye's chicken and they're getting good results in the gym. Why am I eating plain chicken if that person over there is eating fried chicken and drinking protein shakes, and that's more than enough for them to build muscles. Why am I doing this way? It's because somebody told me to, and then afterwards they told me to do something else and something else. And and you see people trying to sell meal plans, and the list goes on. But this is not about the fitness community hustles that are out there, hustle scams, whatever you want to call it. This is just more about like I do dislike people trying to make things harder than it really is, especially fitness. That's why I started doing the lazy exercising, where it's like, no, like you don't have to spend a lot of time working out. You don't have to exercise, spend everyday exercise. You don't have to exercise every day. You definitely don't have to train hard, right? No pain, no gain. It's like, no pain, all gains. You can work out, not be in pain, not be sore, not struggle, right? Not hurt yourself essentially in the gym to get results. You can get results without doing it. All you have to do is it's because it's time under tension, not time under pain, not time under 405 bench. Like that's not what time under tension. That just means you need some type of resistance, something that's causing your muscles to flex or to stretch, and that's enough for your body to be like, all right, we need to strengthen the muscle so it can handle the stretch, the tension better next time. And that's it. I don't struggle when I lift weights. The only time I struggle is when the weight is a little too heavy, because either I didn't progressively overload yet. I haven't gotten strong enough to handle the extra 5 pounds of weight, right? Or, so that means I either under recovered, which is more likely the case. I under recovered, or I didn't stimulate enough. So I didn't have the weight. I didn't have, my muscles. The time I underdid the time under tension. So it's like I should have moved the weight slower. I probably moved the weight fast when I was lifting, and that's reduced the time under tension. What they did is I should have moved the weight slower. So by moving the weight slower and getting the 10 reps would have got me 5 pounds stronger, as opposed to doing the first 6 reps fast and then the last 4 really slow, because I probably only gain like 2 pounds of strength. So obviously I'm doing some experiments on that, figuring that out, because I'm pretty sure that yes, the speed in which you move the weight will determine if you get stronger or not. So that's definitely some experimentation I'll be doing in the near future, because sometimes I do notice I was like, wait, I did the workouts, I did the 10 reps of the exercise. Why am I not 5 pounds stronger? I should be using 75 pounds right now, because I used 70 pounds last time, so I should be using 75 pounds this time. So why am I not 5 pounds stronger? Right? What's going on? So it's like I gotta figure out the factors. It could be possible that I didn't, what they call it, I didn't challenge the muscles enough, so there was not enough time under tension. So it's possible that I didn't make sure that my muscles was experiencing time under tension for me to grow. So I have to redo it, right? I have to lift the weights and make sure that I have the proper time under tension so I can get that extra 5 pounds strength increase. So that's why it's important that of understanding, how the body works, right? How you trigger the strength increases, how you recover. And you definitely need to master recovery more so than anything. There's way people out there trying to sell you on different techniques and methods and exercises to grow, when you don't need different exercises to try to grow your muscles. You just need one basic exercise that you can do for that muscle. And again, it's time under tension, not time in a 45-degree angle, not time in incline, not time in decline, not time on a cable machine, or time with free weights, or time with a machine. It's time under tension. So as long as there's enough weight to induce the tension, and you keep the muscle, you make sure the muscle experiences that tension for a duration of time, like 10 reps, for example, you're going to grow. Your body's going to be like, all right, we need to get stronger, so that way this time under tension, this stress, is less stressful. So hopefully that helps people. The main thing I'm trying to say here is stop thinking that weight loss is difficult. It's not super easy if you do it right. If you understand how it works, you'll lose weight. Building muscle, also easy. What's the funny thing is, the part that you need to focus on the most is recovery. Get better at recovering, sleeping a minimum of 8 hours a day, eating your protein, right? Getting your vitamins and minerals right, getting your carbs, getting all the your nutrients right. Make sure your diet is good and sustainable, right? Listen to your body. Pay attention. Pay attention to the. Pay attention to to how quickly you recover. Because if you recover pretty fast, good for you, because then that means you get to exercise again and you keep getting stronger. But for those who are more of are slow healers, right? It'll take up to a week for you to heal. Then once exercising once a week is better suited for you than 2 or 3 times a week. Because people who heal faster, 2 to 3 times a week, full body will be better. But for those who heal slower, once a week is enough. And from my experience, I am slightly a fast healer. So I do benefit from at least twice a week, full body. Oh, sorry, which is what I've been experimenting with lately is twice a week. Normally I only did once a week, but I'm trying out twice a week. I've even tried out volume training, doing 3 sets. I did like 5, 6 sets on some exercises, just testing out the limits, seeing what happens. I noticed that after 3 sets, my reps decrease. Something I noticed is that when I do my first set, 10 reps, right? Second set, I could do like 12 or 13 or 14, and then the next one, even more, like 16, 18 reps type stuff. So I noticed that I'm getting stronger when I do the sets, as in I can do more reps, which seems surprising to me. It's like, oh, I'm supposed to get weaker, but for some reason I'm getting stronger. That's awesome. That's amazing. But then it drops afterwards. I get weaker after the third set. So it's like, okay, there we go. So probably not the only one that had the same results. Because I've seen a couple times, in comments somebody mentioned this, like, oh, I don't get weaker. I either can do the same weight, same reps, or I can do a little bit more reps. It's like, okay, so it's possible. It's some people do get stronger from working out, so their body just like kind of quickly adapts. Like, all right, we need to bump up the strength, the force to lift the weight, which is why some of us can do more reps every set instead of doing less. But obviously, I already tested my limits, and I'm like, yeah, after the third set, I get weaker. So it's like, okay, only 3 sets. For the first 3 sets, I get stronger. I can get stronger and do more, but after that, I start losing strength. But from my experience so far, even doing that hasn't yielded like me adding 10 pounds, you know, on the next workout, right? But I've experienced a little bit of that. I've been able to add 5 pounds a little bit more often within a week or two. So I could increase my strength by like 15, close to 20 in 2 weeks type situation. So it's like it's still gradual, right? But it's something. So I'm still experimenting. Um, um, Definitely trying to what's it called? I'm trying to remove the possibility that it's just muscle memory or definitely can't be newbie gains. Um, but if it is, right, let's say for some reason I'm still getting newbie gains, and that could be another factor. So it's one of the two possibilities. But I lean more towards it's possibly muscle memory because the weights that I'm lifting now, it's pretty much the same amount of weights I was lifting a long time ago, as it were. So I could just be regaining some of my old strength. But some of the numbers now are way more than I did before. So it's like, okay, I had to already burn through the muscle memory since I'm lifting more than before. So that's the main thing. And right now I'm just trying to get all my lifts to be a base of 100 pounds. So 100 pounds for the chest, 100 pounds for the biceps, triceps, shoulders, so far and so forth. You get the idea. So minimum 100 pounds for everything. I'm almost done right now. I still need to get my chest, my shoulders at 100 pounds, my biceps at 100, my back, or my back, my lats, where it's already at 100. Squatting, already at 100 plus, obviously. Lower back, good mornings or RDLs already past 100, actually over 200. You get the idea. So it's like a lot of my lifts, I'm already 100 plus. It's just some are still under 100. So my lats are 75. My chest is 70. So those two, I gotta get them up. My tricep is 95. This week, the idea is technically tomorrow, time to do 100. I should be 5 pounds stronger. So I'll be hitting my 100-pound tricep PR, right, kickback. So that'll be a tomorrow thing. So that'll be one lesson. So I'll be down to just basically chest and shoulder being the two muscle groups that I need to get into the 100-pound club. But obviously not very close, but that's the idea. Let's see. That'll be it for the video.